Hi, I'm Sydney Rogers, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is September 25th, 2019. We are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studios, where I am joined by Jim Senacropi and Katherine Chase from the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail.
Hello.
It is Wine Wednesday, and it's our first episode of autumn and our final episode of September already. But before we go into that, we do have a sponsor. This show's brought to you by Woody's Bar and Grill and the Quality Inn between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Wednesday is not only hump day, but it is prime rib day. Woody's $15 prime rib dinner includes a house salad, Italian bread, and your choice of potatoes. You can call ahead to reserve your table because they do fill up fast. For reservations, you can call 315-220-8250, or you can visit woodysbarandgrill.com. And I went and got prime rib last time they were our sponsor for the first time.
Did?
Yeah, and it was a huge piece. It was so good, and we even ordered out, and I didn't know if you were able to do that, but you can call, you can order out.
Pick up your $15 prime rib dinner. I mean, that's a good deal.
Yeah. I know, it really was, and it was delicious.
The more important question is, what were their potato choices specifically?
Oh,
you don't go in and there's like just a bunch of potatoes and you pick one out of the pack.
That would be my dream because I love all potatoes, but I just got your old baked potato and TJ got fries, so at least I know those two are an option. Okay. So cool. I hope that helped you. But
it does.
Welcome back.
I like roasted potatoes. I like twice baked potatoes.
I love
There's so many potatoes. Yeah,
it's a
vodka is also a potato. Can I get that on the side?
Yes,
proud they serve it.
Yes, potato vodka. I've tried. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's our second time you've been on. Second Wine Wednesday. And we had a lot of fun last time.
Yeah, it was.
I can't wait to see what we have in store this time. So why don't you start us off?
All right. Get my fact sheet out. So today is Riesling Day.
Sweet.
Oh, yes.
It is obviously common knowledge in the Finger Lakes that we make great Riesling.
Sure do.
So a couple of Riesling facts that I found while doing my research. Riesling dates back to Germany in the 1400s.
Wow.
It was the preferred elixir of nobility.
Oh.
Yep. And now
fancy.
It's my preferred elixir as well. So
agree.
maybe I'm German royalty. So we make great Rieslings because of our terroir. Terroir is a French word that literally translates to earth or land. So that means we have great earth for Riesling. The glaciers, they carved us some really good soil. They thrive in cooler climates, and word on the street is that this past harvest and summer is going to give us some awesome 2019 Rieslings.
Oh boy.
And that's because of the wet spring.
It was a wet spring. It was a pretty mild summer. Yep. I mean, we thought it was hot a couple times, but the grapes loved it.
We never had an extended heat wave where it was in the 90s for more than 3 days. I don't think.
Well, I agree.
It seemed pretty bad at the time. But now that we're out of it, it's not too bad. But yeah.
I'm wishing we're already back in it, but that's
today is beautiful. Have you been outside yet?
I honestly haven't been outside in a few hours.
75 or something.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I'll have to check it out.
So who I have with me is a Swedish Hill Dry Riesling, which is on your left, and a Cayuga Ridge Estate semi-sweet Riesling. So we can compare the two.
Yeah.
What do we go with first?
So you should always start with dry.
Okay.
Just because if you go sweet and go dry, it's going to be extra dry.
Heavy pour for a Wednesday morning.
So sorry.
Are you?
I am notoriously a heavy pourer.
I better remember that. Okay, let me try it.
So the similarities between these are obviously they're made of the same grape. They're both Riesling grapes. They both have a floral nose. They're fruit forward. They have hints of peach, apple, citrus, and a crisp finish. But the lingering sweetness is what you're going to taste that's different. The sweetness is varied for many reasons. There's the Brix level, so that's Brix. That is the sugar content in the grapes. So right now, it's harvest time. The winemakers are tasting grapes every single day to test that sugar content. So if they want to make a sweeter Riesling, if they want to make a sweeter Riesling, they're going to leave the grape on the vine longer. And that's how it goes with all the grapes.
This is really good.
Yeah.
Really good Riesling.
Yeah.
This is Swedish Hill.
Good.
I love it. I'm trying to see what the fruit is that I feel like I'm tasting.
Sometimes it's hard to tell unless you're told. but I'm not going to tell you.
It's a little peachy, I think, on the finish.
I think so.
Yeah, I smell peach.
I hope my toothpaste isn't getting in the way of this tasting my palate.
It will, so don't brush your teeth next time.
For 2 days before the show.
Okay,
Yep.
steer clear. Okay, let me try this again one more time.
I love this Riesling. Now, I'm not a type of guy who's going to ever drink 2 glasses of Riesling in a row.
Right.
But
Why?
I will gladly have 1 glass of Riesling or Riesling with any type of white meat.
Yes. The drier the Riesling, the more versatile it is. You can have like spicier foods with it.
Yep.
But the sweeter, you kind of want to... No, I said that backwards. The sweeter the Riesling, you can go spicier. But with dry, you kind of want to go leaner with your meats. Riesling is so versatile, and it's terroir eccentric. So wherever you have a Riesling, it's going to taste different because of the soils that we have.
So weird.
Yeah.
This is a really good Riesling.
Another fact that I learned was that the sweetness and the alcohol by volume are correlated. So the sugar converts to alcohol. So the more sweetness there is, the less alcohol that'll be in the Riesling. Because it didn't convert to alcohol, it is now residual sugar.
That is really good to know.
Fact. So if you have a wine that doesn't say whether it's dry or not, and it has the alcohol by volume, you can kind of get a sense. Or just buy it and try it anyways.
Good job, Swedish Show.
Yeah, seriously.
The Swedish Hill, I definitely had a lot of like a floral finish.
And this is last year's harvest?
This is 2017.
2017, okay.
Yep, and the Cayuga Ridge, the semi-sweet, is 2016.
Okay.
And so Riesling is one of the whites that's really age-worthy. Because of its acidity, it's really high in acid, it has a longevity, similar to reds. Generally, you're like, oh, I better drink this white. But Rieslings, they hold steady in your cellar.
Oh.
Not being chilled or anything, just down in a nice average wine.
Even if they were opened?
No, not opened.
Okay.
Because it'll go flat and get kind of yuck.
Open it.
Well, don't open it. But if you buy like 3, you can save 1 and have it years later, and it'll age good.
Okay.
But if you do that with maybe like a Catawba or something sweeter, probably won't hold up.
I was going to say, I would never have heard that in my life, that you could leave it opened.
Yeah, no. Please don't. I didn't know
that.
open wine lasts that long.
So are we ready to taste the Cayuga Ridge Estate
This is a semi-sweet.
Semi-sweet.
All right. Now let's try this semi-sweet. Wow. The difference in the smells is crazy.
Right.
Yeah. It doesn't taste all that much sweeter to me. I'm going to double fist it so I can smell them both. I thought about opening these yesterday as I was doing my notes.
I taste a whole different.
Oh, it's so different.
Yeah. You don't taste like... I definitely taste the sweetness of it.
I taste the sweetness, but it's not incredibly different. Riesling is already naturally fruit forward. There's a stigma behind Riesling that it's a sweet wine. Everyone's like, oh, all Rieslings are sweet. No. That's not true. It could be true in other regions because of their terroir. But with ours,
their land.
We can do both. And sometimes they will just add sugar to it to make a sweet. There are way sweeter wines than this. Right. Sweeter Rieslings than this. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because it's semi-sweet's the way you're...
Yeah, that's how they termed it. Tastes more like a semi-dry.
Yeah, and it's more mild than that Swedish Hill, I think.
Yeah.
And this one is a little more apricot than peach.
I was thinking that actually. The smell, I feel like you can smell it so much more than the other ones. I said this last time, I never take this much time to like smell them.
You should.
Taste them.
That's the fun part.
Yeah, it is. But like now that I'm doing this, I just like, holy, it's a whole different world.
I think the more you know about wine, the more you appreciate what you're drinking. Yep. If you can experience any part of harvest, which is going on at pretty much all the wineries right now, any part of it at all, you just get so much more appreciation for the grape, for everything that goes into that bottle.
I better schedule a wine tour then.
Yeah. You can just drive by. I was on my way to work and I saw a harvester out this morning. Mm-hmm. Just harvesting. Because they do it in the early hours when it's kind of still chilled.
It's such a fun time to get out to the wine trail this time of year. There's a lot of activity.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. There's usually the farm-to-table offerings for food are at its peak. And it's... Yeah, the weather's perfect, and I love tasting wine. I love hearing about what I'm tasting and then trying to find and then figuring out which one you're going to buy, you know?
Yep. And trying it year to year, too, because the vintages change, because the seasons change so much. Like the 18 Riesling from Swedish Hill may not taste anything like this because the growing season was different. Yeah, so a lot of people who snub a particular wine, I'm like, just keep trying it because it will change.
Yeah,
definitely.
And these are both excellent. It's different, but both excellent. I think I would prefer the Swedish Hill for my personal taste, but they're both. It's really interesting. The Swedish Hill one blew me away. This, and even though it is semi-sweet, it's not. Doesn't taste like that much.
Go
sweeter.
back to it now, and does it taste different? Like she said.
These aren't so extreme that it doesn't really affect your palate too much. Yeah. If this was incredibly sweet, it would, for sure. I want to just give a few little information points about the wineries before I forget.
Okay.
Please do.
So Cayuga Ridge was originally Plains Vineyard, and they were one of the first 5 that created the wine trail back in 1983. So their property is a founding member of the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail.
Awesome.
They're owned by.
Was it always called Cayuga Ridge?
Nope, it was Plains Vineyard, owned by Mary Plain.
She just said that.
I did just say that, but that's okay. So it's owned by Tom and Susie Challen, who moved here from Canada with their 3 kids about 25 or 30 years ago. They are a 100% estate-grown winery, meaning they use only their grapes, which is awesome. So they're a smaller production because of that, but they have a good quality option.
Clearly.
They also have food that they serve on the weekends, so it's not just wine.
Oh.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Didn't know that.
Yep. They used to have the copper oven. I think we mentioned that last time. They didn't reopen, but now they do. They are offering food options.
Always good food.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I have then if that's.
You got to have food and wine.
You'll go and visit Cayuga Ridge and Thirsty Owl at the same time.
Oh
yeah.
You'll never go to one without the other. At least you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. You can. Those are the only 2 that are walkable.
Right.
Yeah.
I've definitely
it's like 0.3 or not even. I don't.
It's a nice walk down the driveway.
Or run it if you're buzzed enough. So Swedish Hill is owned by Dave and Jean Peterson. It was originally opened by Dave's parents, Cindy and Dick, in 1986. So they didn't come too long after. They are the largest operating winery on Cayuga Lake. They also will grow grapes and juice and whatnot for other wineries as well. So they produce more than their own. They also have 2 other wineries, Goose Watch on Cayuga and Penguin Bay on Seneca.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, they have 5 because Swedish and Goose are also in Lake Placid.
Wow. Oh, you know what? I went to Lake Placid a few years ago, and we were strolling through downtown. It was in January, too, and it was like minus 15. Yeah. There it was. It was like a Goose Watch tasting room.
Yeah.
And so I went in, and I was like, hey, we're from Finger Lakes, and they didn't seem too impressed.
Like, oh, okay.
But it was weird, and the way that these wineries can the outreach to different areas of the state and the world is interesting. I always feel like we're in competition with Napa Valley.
We are, unfortunately, yeah.
Right. Well, they have more legacy, I guess, to their tradition as a noted wine region, but they can't match our Riesling.
No, they can't. And we are trying to match their reds. We can grow okay reds.
Oh, I love some of our reds.
We don't have the same terroir as them, so our Riesling is their red, in a sense. But our reds are catching up, for sure. The older the vines get. A couple more facts about Swedish Hill. Oh, they have 2 mascots. I can't forget to mention them. They have Sven, which is a miniature horse and pony mix. He's 3. And they have Doobie, their miniature donkey. He's over 35 years old. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
I could go on my phone and find
older
pictures.
Older than you.
Yep. He has his own line of wines and his own birthday party every August.
Oh. Yeah. That's so cute.
He also hates
Doobie. Godspeed,
Doobie. Yep. Yeah. Cheers to Doobie.
Cheers to you. How long we need to find out how long donkeys live.
So he is really pushing the limits from what I've looked up. But he's well taken care of, so
pushing the
I have a Jack Russell Terrier that's 17 years old.
Wow.
You're not the first person who has said that. My swag rep has a 19-year-old Jack Russell Terrier.
Really? Mine will make it there easy.
Yep.
He
acts
like a puppy.
They're supposed to be 11 or 12 as their life expectancy.
Right. Old Mr. Tucker Burns is defying the odds and living his best life.
That's awesome.
That's all I have.
That one was really fun because I very much enjoy Riesling.
I do too.
And
it's my wine of choice.
So now I feel like I know so much more about it. What's that word again?
Terroir. It rhymes with armoire.
Armoire. Terroir. All right, that's my new word
what
of
does
the
this
day.
rhyme with?
Terroir.
Terroir.
But unfortunately, we have to leave the wine for a second, and it's not unfortunate.
Well,
we're going to look at some good photos.
Yeah, we can still sip that.
I have to talk. So we're going to jump into the photos. Please pick your favorite, and we will decide who has the best photo of the week. We are going to start with Lake Ontario. Looks stunning as the sun set over this past weekend. This shot sent to us by Chris Trine.
Little Chris Trine never disappoints, does he?
No, he doesn't. I love that so much. I love the bright, bright colors. We've had some really good sunsets, I feel like, lately. Another great shot of fall getting underway in the Finger Lakes. This one down in Yates County. Photo by Tracy Marie. Nice.
Yates County.
Another shot by Tracy. This one showed a really unique shot of fog in Potter. That is interesting.
Foggy mornings lately.
Yeah.
Heavy.
Already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
cool. I mean, you feel alive when I step outside and it is crisp and it's foggy and there's water all over the car.
Perfect running weather.
Yeah.
If I would get up and run in the morning.
Well, yeah.
Mine is taking the dog out and being in my robe
you
now
could run
instead
with
of a t-shirt. So.
We all start our mornings differently.
Ed Travagan sent us this shot of a gorgeous country road in Yates County. I love that.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's starting to look like fall for sure.
Yeah.
Ben Talbot caught this awesome shot in Wayne County.
Holy.
Wow, where even is that?
That's Sodas Point.
It's got to be.
Yep.
That is awesome.
That is.
It was a beautiful day on Canisius Lake last week. This photo was shared by Sheila Talley Brightman.
Sheila Talley Brightman.
That is a cool shot. That looks way more like summer than fall.
It does, yeah.
A foggy start to the day looking over Cayuga Lake. This shot by Ed Traffigan.
Okay, nice farm shot.
Silhouette is always nice. The boathouses from a different view right here. This photo by Chris Anchson.
Canandaigua.
That is a different shot.
Yeah.
I like that.
Drone.
Would you live there?
Would I live there?
Yeah, in those houses.
Boathouses. I don't think anybody lives there.
No, you don't think? I bet someone does.
Yeah, I think they're like summer cottages, but no.
Rich people in the summer.
It's a good place to keep your boat, but
they're so interesting. I would live there all year long.
And one of the interior ones, you'd have no view.
True. Very true. A beautiful day along Lake Ontario, and this shot by Michael Scott.
Oh, look at this.
That's nice. Super green. Jen Unger caught this start to the weekend. What a view. I love when the clouds like
ripple.
Yeah, look like they have like texture. It's pretty sweet.
Gorgeous.
And another shot of the boathouses by Travis J. Smith.
There you go.
Whoa. That one's cool. I like it. Looks like it has a little bit of effects on it that makes it look even better.
HDR toning.
Oh, yep, that's what it is.
Maybe.
Yep. The Erie Canal was active in this shot by Robert Stopper.
Oh, look, he's waving. The boaters are waving.
Aw, that's cute.
Boaters are a friendly lot. When you drive by them in a boat of your own, everybody waves like, "Hey, you got a boat? I got a boat.
Yeah.
How you doing?"
It's like motorcyclists
or Jeep owners. They do it too.
The Jeep wave. Yep. And here's one from along Canandaigua Lake. This one was taken by Travis Smith as well. Oh, my goodness.
Out there ending the day.
That is perfect. I love that one.
Good photos.
Finally, I have one left. Oh, I guess not.
That's it?
No,
it's us.
There was
one more.
Best photo of the week.
Okay, here we go. Yep, one more.
Finally, Chad Lar finishes us off.
The Chad Lar?
That's Goosewatch.
I think this has got to be the Chad Lar. He finishes off with a shot along Seneca Lake. That is a beautiful shot. I've seen that shot a few times in their Snapchats.
On Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice. The sun is setting right along in line with the boathouse there.
That is really great. That was a lot of photos, I feel like. So
there was more last time, I'm pretty sure.
You think?
It was a litany of photos.
A litany?
Yeah, a litany.
You and your vocabulary.
That's the biggest word I've used.
So
I know what I'm going to pick.
So do I.
Go ahead,
do
girls.
Yep, I'm going to pick Canandaigua Lake. This one was taken by Travis Smith. His last photo, second to last photo.
The HDR effect one?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going with the Sodas.
Yes,
County
thank
one.
you, because that was mine
Ben
too.
Talbot?
Sorry, Sydney,
Yep.
you're wrong. This is the best one.
I picked it because I knew you guys were going to pick that one. It's
sure.
my only other starred one. See?
I love the night sky. I love stars.
Me too.
It just gives you a feeling of how nice it must have been to be sitting there on that evening, right?
Yeah,
there.
I hope
probably
it was
holding a glass of wine.
Oh,
you know,
Riesling for sure.
Riesling for sure.
Well, congratulations, Ben Talbot. That was an awesome shot, and of
nice
course,
job, Ben.
If you would like to share your local photos from across the Finger Lakes, you can click on the link in the Submit Content section at the bottom right of our homepage at fingerlakes1.com. Now, let's see how the weekend weather is going to be. Jim?
Well, we certainly are enjoying a nice stretch of weather.
We sure
around
are.
here, and I hope it continues into October. I want to see 70
Me too.
and 60-degree weather through Halloween this year.
So do the winemakers.
Yeah, and maybe even November, maybe early November. A couple years ago, we had great weather right through
I actually remember that.
Yeah, so I'm hoping
Fingers
it feels
crossed.
like it's going to be that kind of year. Because it's surprising to even think that this is our last weekend of September coming up. It's going when we're here next week, it's going to be October.
That's insane. It really is. But it's the best month ever because it's my birthday, October.
And as long as the weather continues. But anyways, this weekend, weather looks pretty good. Friday, mostly sunny, high near 75. Excellent day. Saturday, probably the worst day of the weekend, although it still should be fine. You're going to see some showers. There's a 60% chance. Not a washout type of day. Mostly cloudy with a high near 77, so it'll stay warm. Showers will move out by the evening. And then Sunday is my pick day of the weekend, mostly sunny with a high near 71.
Oh,
just
perfect.
absolutely awesome.
And
then heading back next week, which the last day of September, high near 76, partly Sunday. And if you go ahead to Tuesday, which is the first day of October, high of 79.
Yeah.
Wow.
The 10-day looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's hope it stays that way. Really. And I love it because it gets a little bit cooler at the nighttime.
Yes.
And we deserve it's perfect, yeah.
It is.
Windows open at night, 2 blankets on, perfect.
2
and
blankets.
After the spring
Two
that
is
we
might be
endured, we deserve a good fall, and I think we're getting it here.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope because there are a lot of events, and these are just a few of the popular events that are going on in the Finger Lakes. The popular Apple Harvest Festival returns for the 37th year in downtown Ithaca on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, celebrating New York State's apple growers and cider makers. I'm obsessed with cider. I love everything
I love cider
about
as
it.
well.
The 4th annual Finger Lakes Comedy Festival is happening on Friday and Saturday at locations in Ithaca as well as Buttonwood Grove Winery in Romulus. For full festival schedule and tickets, please visit www.twofunnyent.com/festival 2019. Let me say that again. www.2funnyent.com/festival 2019. That's
something different.
Yeah, I don't
There's
understand.
like 3 shows a night on Friday and Saturday in Ithaca and 1 at Buttonwood.
Oh, okay.
On Friday and Saturday.
That
The
makes a little
Buttonwood
more
one
sense.
is like a tasting/comedy combo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
sounds
like
neat.
the person who's doing the tastings,
Yeah,
comedy
and I guess he's also like a certified
Sommelier?
some whatever you how
Sommelier.
you would say that. Yeah, and a comedian.
Wow.
So I think it'll be neat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's Brewfest 2019 at the Boathouse Beer Garden in Romulus, which is a very popular event. Down in Hornell.
I went last year.
What?
I went last year.
Yeah, I was supposed to go this year, but I have plans already. So sorry.
Same.
Down in Hornell, it's their first annual Maple City Festival on Saturday. You can head out to Main Street Sodas and have a great family day on Saturday for their annual Harvest Festival. I feel like there's going to be a lot of Harvest Festivals coming up. Montezuma Autobahn Center is teaming up with the Savannah Chamber of Commerce to host its 5th annual Savannah Art Festival on Saturday. The Windmill in Penn is hosting their annual Fall Car Show. I'm sure that'll bring a good crowd. Barclays Riverside is hosting a Fall River Festival. It's a grand opening event on Route 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. That's on Saturday from 2 to 10 p.m. And the Dalmatian?
It's a dog?
Well, at first I was thinking of the dog, but then I was like, no, it's not the dog.
It is a dog.
Well, the Dalmatian Club, which sounds
101.
amazing, of the Finger Lakes is hosting a dog show at Sampson
Imagine
State
that.
Park on Friday and Saturday.
The dog show's big. It's really
Yeah.
big. It's
I'm
more than
sure.
just
I've never actually
Dalmatians
heard
as well.
Dalmatians. I really was like, it can't be a dog, you know. That's what me assuming gets. And then Sebastian Bach is performing live at Del Lago at 8 p.m. on Saturday night.
You may know him from bands such as Skid Row. Remember that?
Okay.
I know Skid Row. I don't know.
Heard of them.
He's a lead singer. Probably one of the best hard rock lead singers of all time.
Oh, wow. That is
I saw him live
statement.
back in 1990. But he's going to be performing their whole first album, self-titled Skid Row album, that night.
Wow.
They play it start to finish.
Interesting.
So that will probably
Sounds
bring
like you have
a lot of
tickets.
people.
I don't, but I would love to go. I have plans on Saturday night.
Oh, well, those are just
That's the problem with all these events.
I know.
Yeah.
I
those
have
are
some
just
events too.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the wine trail, I put together a list.
Okay.
So on Friday in the afternoon, there are Fall Favorites premium pairings at Buttonwood Grove from 3 to 4. Friday night, there's live music at Americana Vineyards, as well as their pizza party from 6 to 8.
Ooh.
You already mentioned the Comedy Festival. On Saturday at Hosmer Winery is a food truck called Potatoes and Molasses, which
that
sounds
amazing.
interesting.
Yeah.
Buttonwood has more music from 1:30 to 4:30, and then more music at Americana as well. On Saturday and Sunday, you can do pumpkin chuckin' at Varick Winery, which is
Pumpkin
so
chunkin'.
much
I think I went there
fun.
last year
I've
and did
chunked in
that.
some pumpkins
Yeah,
before. There.
I do the spud chuckin' that they do, and that's
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of fun. And so then they do pumpkin.
And the
in
thing
fall.
about Varick Winery that's always worth a stop is you can walk out of there with jellies, salsas,
Cheese.
flavored olive oils, cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you like to cook or entertain,
Yeah.
it's a must stop. I love it, and you can sample
Yep,
everything.
you can feast
Yeah.
on all their
And
samples.
chuck some pumpkins.
Which is a lot of fun.
I do like big fan
Yeah.
of Varick.
And on
Winery.
Sunday, there are 2 more options. Hosmer Winery has music and mimosas, which speaks for itself, and then
Yep.
live music again at Americana from 4 to 7.
Great time to
gonna
be
need
in the
you to
wine
send me all
region of the
that.
Finger Lakes. It's no doubt. This is the time.
There's always something to do. You will never be bored.
And there's more events on our community calendar on fingerlakes1.com as well. But we should jump into sports since we are coming close to the end of our time.
Okay. The Bills, the undefeated Buffalo Bills,
Oh,
the 3-0 Buffalo
Wow.
Bills host the Patriots, the dastardly Patriots, at 1 o'clock on Sunday, and that's going to be the one. You know, a lot of Bills
can't
fans are
wait.
thinking Super Bowl. They're all excited. Let's see what happens Sunday at 1 o'clock when Tom Brady and Bill Belichick come to town.
Can't
I
wait.
like their
I'm going to
chances.
go to town on Sunday.
I like their chances. The Sunday night game this week is Cowboys at the Saints, and Monday night's game is Bengals Steelers. Syracuse hosts Holy Cross in the Dome at noon on Saturday. Let's hope that they pull that one off. Cornell is at Yale for a 1 p.m. start. The 3-0 Hobart Statesmen host Montclair State at noon at Boswell Field in Geneva. The 2-0 Ithaca Bombers home at Butterfield Stadium versus St. John Fisher Saturday at 1. So all the local teams are doing pretty good to start the season football-wise. Yankees clinch the AL East this week. They close out the regular season at the Texas Rangers Friday at 8:05, Saturday at 8:05, Sunday at 3:05. It's hard to believe, but
Nice job, Yanks.
end of the regular season of
I know,
baseball
that's
starts
crazy.
back in the first week of April, and now here we are. Mets host the Braves. They have an outside chance at the wild card. Tough matchup against the Braves to end out their regular season. Friday at 7:10, Saturday at 7:15, and Sunday at 3:10. High school football week 4 action. Friday night at 7 o'clock, it's E. Argonauta at Attica, Geneva at Batavia, Marcus Whitman Bloomfield at Waterloo, Red Jacket at Lyons, Churchville Chile at Victor. 7:15, Wayne at Newark. 7:30, Minders at Calmum, Byron Bergen, Notre Dame Batavia at Clyde Savannah, and Pelmac at Hornell. Saturday at noon, it's Midlakes at Bishop Kearney. 1 o'clock, it's Letchworth Warsaw at Penn and 2 o'clock, Canandaigua at Spencerport. Nobody likes the new federation scheduling for high school football.
Absolutely not.
Nobody likes it.
Good.
I don't know what that means.
It's
It means that they're
stupid.
making schools play schools their same size instead of their neighbors. So Minders will not play Waterloo, for example.
I thought that's how it always was.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot over the years, but now they changed the
It's so dumb.
nobody likes it. Nobody likes it.
You heard it here first. Nobody likes it.
No, you didn't hear it
Change
first. You hear it everywhere before here, and now you're hearing it here, and nobody
Again.
likes it.
We're just stating the obvious.
Again.
PGA Tour Safeway Open in Napa Valley, wine country, the other side of the country was wine country. Thursday, Friday, 5 to 9 p.m. on the Golf Channel. Saturday, Sunday, 6 to 9 p.m. on the Golf Channel. And the great thing about that is primetime golf on TV. So you get home Sunday night, you get to watch the end of that tournament. So that's
Jeez.
it.
I
That's it for
agree. I
sports.
think it's so dumb. I would be so mad, even as a student, to have to travel so much more. I feel like
why would you want to play high school football? What used to appeal to people was, oh man, that Minders Waterloo game was huge,
right.
or Minders Geneva, or Minders Clyde.
It's so dumb. But I talk about it so often, and I don't have kids in high school. I haven't been in high school for a few years. Like, I just think it's outrageous.
I traveled far. I went to South Seneca. We would travel to Honeoye, Bloomfield,
Naples. But you're in the Finger Lakes West. South Seneca's generally the Finger Lakes West.
But that was still a long drive.
Yeah, you got to drive all the way around the lake and out there to Naples.
And we played Romulus, our neighboring school, because we were both small.
Right.
My stepson is traveling like an hour and 20 minutes away for a game, and he's 8. It's like crazy to me that.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah, I will, but
what
does everybody have?
Well, I went out to eat at a restaurant I've been wanting to go to.
Yes, please tell me.
For the past several months, and finally got to go there. I went to Geneva. The block party was going on. The Oktoberfest block party was going on, and we went a little later. I think it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock. We went to the Rusty Pig, and it was about a 20-minute wait.
That's not bad.
No, not at all.
Especially since downtown Geneva was packed. It was jamming.
Right.
Bluegrass music was playing, live bluegrass music. And on Linden Street, the Rusty Pig. And so it was a perfect night. Wait,
look at those fries, that cornbread.
Well, anyways, yeah, this is what I ordered. That's brisket.
Ooh,
and
yum.
let me tell you something about the Rusty Pig. The best brisket I've ever had.
Wow.
Ever had. Anywhere.
Oh, I need to go there
Anywhere.
now.
I took my knife and put it to cut that, and it just fell apart when the knife just barely touched it.
That's like exactly what you want.
It was unbelievable. Now, if there's a drawback to the Rusty Pig, I wasn't thrilled with the amount of sides. Like, they didn't have coleslaw. Like a barbecue restaurant has to have coleslaw.
Yeah,
right? The cornbread was good. That's Texas caviar in the upper left. Yeah, I think we might get Texas caviar to make it home better. And the fries were okay. The fries were okay. But the star of the show was that brisket. And
which it
was
should be.
Unbelievable. And we sat outside, which I thought I had these in a better order. Now, my wife's a vegetarian. That is a incredible burger, or what do they call it? Beyond Burger or Creta Burger.
I don't know.
It's a meatless burger. She
wow,
liked
it looks like a good, yummy cheeseburger.
Yeah,
that roll looks real good.
Yeah.
She really liked it. I don't even want a bite of it.
No?
I wouldn't either.
I thought you would try stuff more.
I did try it once, and I just I would rather have a real burger.
Yeah.
But if you're a vegetarian, that's a good alternative. These were the nachos, and again, that's bacon on the side on the left. It comes with bacon.
Yum.
I got it on the side.
Oh, right.
So
on the side? What's wrong with
because
you?
she's
my wife's
vegan.
a vegetarian.
Pigs.
So don't worry, I ate all that bacon you see there.
Don't worry, I scooped it up with a spoon.
So sorry.
In that case, so that was delicious, and yeah, right out on the street on Linden Street.
That's fun.
Perfect
Linden
weather.
is adorable.
It really is. So
Great
cute.
night. There was a wine distributor there doing a tasting at that stand. I can't even remember what the wines were. They weren't local wines.
That's why they were there.
And yeah, just like I said, it was a gorgeous night. The Rusty Pig, highly recommend the Rusty Pig.
I've heard
good
things.
Wait to go back.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I get it. Like, if your sides are whatever, maybe they're just putting all their eggs into the entrees, which should be the best. Yeah, the meat
Well, they
basket.
had pulled pork, they had brisket. It was a small menu. There weren't many options. There was like 4 or 5 options. One thing I wish they had was a combo plate where you get the pulled pork, brisket, ribs, chicken all on one plate, But
they just opened, so maybe in the future.
Yeah,
I want to go there right now.
I want to go back bad. That brisket was amazing. It was the best I've ever had. I've had tons and tons and tons of
brisket
barbecue.
aficionado.
Oh,
you would say?
I mean, I'm just a guy who knows what he likes, and I like barbecue, and
so
this was some of the, if not the best I've ever had.
I wish I didn't have a full weekend so I could go there right like now.
They're open probably every night.
Yeah, they're open on the weekdays too.
Go tonight.
I like to go home and watch Netflix.
Same.
So there's so many things that everybody can do this weekend.
Yes.
I don't know what everybody's doing this weekend, but I hope it's something having to do with the Finger Lakes, Cayuga Lake
Always
wine show.
is.
Always.
I have a 40th birthday party for my cousin Jenna Crandall.
Oh,
Happy 40th,
Happy
Jenna.
birthday.
Yeah.
Her birthday's actually today.
I have a birthday party for my sister. It's her 29th birthday party.
Congratulations. Cheers to you, Brittany.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Because I took away her 30th birthday next year because it's going to be my wedding. So, sorry.
Wow.
Threw you a big 29.
Jerk move.
But that really is all the time we have. We already are
That's
over.
fine. So
we'll
now we're
see you again.
We'll see you in a month
Yeah,
with more
next
wines.
month.
I'm wasted.
Oh, no, I'm just loving the Riesling.
That's why you love the brisket so much.
Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
if
having
you
me.
enjoyed the show, click like, share with your friends, subscribe. We'll see you next Wednesday. And until then, have a great autumn weekend here in the Finger Lakes.
Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy the weather.
Enjoy that Riesling, too.